Are you in the diaspora? Whichever way it is, let's come and reflect together. This is Nisinuga Reflection, a guidance counselor by profession, by training. So, what gives? The youth in Nigeria are facing so many challenges, and within those challenges, they are struggling to keep their head above the waters. And in the midst of it all, the politicians are trying to now turn them into pawns in the game of chess in Nigeria. And that's why we need to reflect together to help to retune their mind, change their mindset, refocus their mindset so that they be able to use the energy and resources available to them for things that really matter. What are the things that are germane to your well-being? What things that are germane to your peace, to your joy, to your growth and development? What are the things that work and you believe work for the peace, growth, and development of Nigeria? Those are the things that should be tackled right now with all vigor, with all strength, and with resources available to you. So let me know where you are watching me from and let me have your comments. So in Nigeria now, we have so many challenges concerning security, concerning the corruption, the high level of corruption of the politicians, the brokenness of the system and institution, judicial system, the security system, the educational system, the health system, the workforce, the climate is not so good presently. But in the midst of it all, our creative Nigerian youths are working very seriously, very tenaciously. A good number of them are entrepreneurs, working assiduously to keep their heads above the waters. But in the midst of all this, some politicians try to take advantage of them, trying to use them as pawns, and that's what this sharing time is all about. If you follow what goes on in Nigeria now, we have what's called influencers in the social media. Then we have people that agitate for better governance. We have people that like Omawole Sowore group say revolution now. Then Randy Peters and his group shouting for better governance. We have Mama P, we have Aisha Yusufu, and so many others. We have Dele Farutini. All of them are lending their voice to better Nigeria. But so what are we supposed to do? What are they supposed to do to achieve good results? All the resources available, all the energy to be galvanized together. Then where do we see? We see that the politicians are trying to introduce divide and rule into their system, make them to clash with one another. They instigate them against one another so that there be no cohesion of effort. So let me have your thoughts about that. Are you in Nigeria? What is then? I've been seeing some videos describing Nigerians, and I don't like what I hear. I don't like what I see. I don't know whether you like it. One that I responded to some weeks back. That one is about Nigerian that is based in Britain. He did his own. Sophia, you're welcome. Okay, you're from Sophia. That's Glossier. Susan. Okay. So I want to talk about Nigerian being parasites, Nigerian not being cultured, Nigerian being this one, Nigerian being that. Just saying so many things that are not commendable about Nigeria. He said it to the extent that Nigerians, when they, as if Nigerians that are in the diaspora, more than 50% of them are criminals. That's what they made the picture he presented. And he concluded that if you are the Prime Minister of Britain, it will not be given visas to Nigerians to enter the country anymore, which is not a good comment at all. Then I just saw another one of recent, which you go check my video on my normal channel. I will post it later today or early tomorrow. That one now describing Nigerians. That Nigerians are people that like to take undue advantage of others, don't like to work, and now following in the footsteps of the politicians. And that is what another youth called very dark black man in Nigeria said. He said most of the Nigerian youths now are following the footsteps of the corrupt politicians, and they are even tending to do worse. That whenever they have any opportunity, they use the opportunity to make life better for themselves and for the society. They just like to be living flamboyant life, displaying wealth ostentatiously. Say that is not the way to do it. I made reference to Burna Boy yesterday. He's a musician, he's a music artist, and some others, when they made their money, they were just flaunting it, buying exotic cars. So he came at them and just say, hello, my fellow Nigerians. You are making your music, you are making good money. How many lives have you tried to affect positively? How many lives have you tried to impact? What about the community you came from? What are you trying to do about them? So last month, I think, Burna Boy offered to help to rebuild and restructure a school community in his community in River State. So the one that is on the front burner now is that of a blogger called Justice Crack. That's his media name. He posted two of the videos he presented. One, talk about extrajudicial killing by the military in Nigeria. Then the second post about how Nigerian soldiers are not being well fed, not being well catered for, that their welfare state is very, very poor. That how do you expect a soldier be given that training to be able to do work of defense, defending the nation? So that's the question he asks. What is he doing? He's asking for better conditions of life for those military. For you to go to the bush and fight, you need to be well fed, you need to have enough energy, you need to have stamina, you need to have good health. Because they are prone to bite by mosquitoes and a lot of other influences of the weather. In that case, if their immunity is low, then they'll be in problem, isn't it? So that's what the young man did. And what did the military do? They lured him, they kidnapped him, they abducted him, they tortured him, and now they charge him to court for cyber crime. That is Nigeria in which we live. So some youths came out to cry, say, justice for Justice Crack. So that is what we need to spend our energy on. Cry for justice in the land. not fighting against one another. Most of the people in the good governance revolution now are youths. In the Ratel, they are youths. And what is the focus? Better lifestyle, better social well-being for every Nigerian in Nigeria. That is it. So what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to galvanize our resources and energy. We're not fighting one another. So don't allow pressure to bring infighting. So in the midst of all this, while the Showore group went to court trying to get Justice Crackford, the military invited VDM for a meeting. He went with his group. Then probably they are the one that played the game. Now, sending message to some youths to try to cry out on the media, say, VDM has compromised. The VDM is forming a paddy with the military, with the people that are with our oppressors. No, that is not the case. That is the story they are selling. That's the story they want to sell out. And don't give them that joy and that comfort to say they are winning. So once again, Nigerian youths, rise up to the task. Don't allow the adults, the crooked politicians, to bring confusion into your camp. Don't allow them to bring disunity into your camp. Let your voice remain good governance for Nigeria. Try to watch my video that I post later on my challenge Nisinuga reflection, where you'll be able to answer the question asked by that young man and see whether the description of that young man is anything you can relate with or people around you can relate with it. Then we know where we are going. But something must be sure. Something must be put on the front burner, and that is this injustice in our land must stop. Nigeria should not be desecrated further than it is now. Okay? Normalcy must be restored to our major systems in the country. The judicial system should be set free from the clutches of the corrupt politicians and elders in the land. The health institution must be restored to normal, functional, healthy, life-saving state with adequate infrastructures, medications, equipment, etc. The medical personnel, doctors, the nurses, the radiologists, to be well taken care of. The educational system, the same thing. Research grant, research, let there be reagents in our science laboratory and so on like that. All these things are the one missing. And most of the schools now, government schools, are becoming dilapidated with broken roof, broken ceiling, no functional, no good toilet system, no good water system, and a lot of other things. And that is the land we live in. So let us galvanize our resources together and ask for change. Election is coming in 2027. So they are now campaigning. Don't allow them to be insulted any further with their rice and their naira and their clothes. They even made extent to be now sewing Ankara clothes for the women, as if that is what will settle their issues. Well, we'll talk more tomorrow. Just check my channel so that you can learn more and share your comments. If you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. This is Nisunuka Reflection, a Gara counselor by trade. God bless you.